Hello everyone, my name is Wendy Ivy Martinez and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking all about the dark night of the soul. So I have to start off with a disclaimer. I am not a medical professional. If you are having serious issues, please seek out a medical professional for help. Now this is going to be a 2-video part series. So in this video, we're going to be talking all about what exactly the dark night of the soul is and how to get out of it. And in the next video, we're going to be talking about signs that you are going through your own personal dark night of the soul and also the stages of the dark night of the soul. So how deep you are into it, or how much in the beginning you might be into the dark night of the soul phase. So let's go ahead and get started. So what exactly is the dark night of the soul? Picture it as the ultimate level up moment in your spiritual journey. It's when you're thrown into like this intense shift in your life where suddenly everything in your life gets deeper and more meaningful. But here's the catch. It's not a smooth ride. Nope, it's like shedding an old skin, letting all the stuff that once defined who you are, your job, your relationships, your beliefs. Ouch. As you go through this mind-bending transition, you're not just changing gears, you're diving into a whole new perception of existence. It's like your soul is undergoing cosmic renovation, making room for a brighter and deeper understanding of life and your own crazy place in this crazy world. Let's dive into the origin of the dark night of the soul. Picture this: Saint John of the Cross, a 16th century Spanish mystic. He was the first to weave this term into a poetic masterpiece. But here's the twist. The idea of a whole spiritual slump isn't just exclusive to John's work. Nope. It's like a traveler wandering throughout different spiritual and religious realms. Check Buddhism, for instance. They've got their own version of it, calling it falling into a pit in the void. It's like a cosmic concept that has been whispered across diverse traditions, each one painting their own little piece to the story. The term the dark night of the soul might be less known, but the concept itself is something that's known throughout almost every religion, mythology, and even psychology. You know, it's familiar terms like the old existential crisis or different shades of depression. They're all part of this tangled web of the human experience. What should you expect from a dark night of the soul? According to Anna Yusim, MD, a psychiatrist and author of a book named Fulfilled, Dark Night of the Soul isn't just a rough patch. It's like our inner turmoil takes the spotlight, leaving us feeling like the universe is on the attack. It's a cocktail of suffering, setbacks, and cosmic roadblocks that often reshape our spiritual growth. Shannon Kaiser, who is a spiritual teacher, sees it as a guide toward finding life's purpose and diving deep into karmic lessons. It's like a cosmic reset button, breaking away from the illusion of fear and ego to align with what's genuine and divine, setting the stage for your life's mission on this planet. But hold up. Depression and the dark night of the soul are not cut from the same cloth. Kaiser explains that depression is mental health and a mental health issue, while the dark night of the soul is more about feeling lost in the general grand scheme of life. We lack this connection to something bigger. It's a shakeup that just redefines your whole outlook, worldviews, beliefs, habits, and even relationships. It's a real eye-opener. Remember that if you suspect that it's depression, seek professional help. If you're navigating the twists and turns of the dark night of the soul, this video might just shed some light on the path ahead. Now let's talk about how to overcome your dark night of the soul. Number 1, dive into the depths of the dark night of the soul. Unlock the mysteries of the dark night of the soul. And what I mean by this is to educate yourself on the topic as much as you can. While this cosmic journey isn't common knowledge, It holds the keys to a higher consciousness. It holds the keys to a higher consciousness. Most folks don't even roam further than the humdrum of day-to-day life. But hey, the whole universe is out there waiting to be explored. That's why I'm here to spill the cosmic beans, if you will. Knowledge is your superhero cape in this whole Dark Night of the Soul process. To grasp the profound awakening that awaits the other side of the Dark Night of the Soul, you've got to decode exactly what it is that's happening to you. Otherwise, you might just think that you're going completely loopy. So where do you start? Well, this isn't your typical water cooler topic. You might need to go off the beaten path, exploring unconventional sources that delve into this experience. Embrace the weird and the alternative, because that's where the cosmic gems lie. Google becomes your treasure map. Google the term the Dark Night of the Soul, and let your instincts guide you in articles, videos, and sites that resonate with your soul. Trust me, each click gets you closer and closer to illuminating that bright tomorrow. Number 2 is to embrace surrender and just give into that cosmic flow. Surrender, often seen as waving a white flag in defeat. But hey, it's not about giving up. It's about tapping into your mighty power. Think about it. Surrender isn't about throwing in the towel. It's about opening up to something greater, like a cosmic hug. It's finding peace in life's storms. Sometimes we battle and battle until we're battered and bruised, thinking we're defeated. Truth is, surrender isn't defeat. It's a doorway to what's been waiting for us all along. Ever heard the term surrender to win? It's a mantra in recovery circles, hinting that true victory comes from laying down the arms. It's the same with the Dark Night of the Soul. Your inner warrior might resist the cosmic makeover, fighting tooth and nail, but the truth is, the more you fight, the harder it gets. Here's a cosmic irony. When you release and just trust the process, that's when the magic truly happens. It's like a cosmic switch. Surrendering leads you out of the shadows and into the cosmic happiness and brightness that awaits you on the other end. Your dark night ends and a new light begins, and it's just endless possibilities. Number 3 is to practice self-care. Amidst the Dark Night of the Soul, it's really easy to criticize yourself harshly. You might feel like something's really wrong and maybe even start with self-criticism. Here are some self-care practices to help you navigate through this tough time. Embrace mindfulness. Dive into the present with kindness, curiosity, and purpose. And number 2 is to acknowledge feelings. Take note of your emotions, your bodily sensations, and your thoughts without judgment. Treat yourself with soothing practices and reward yourself with daily achievements. Engage. Number 3 is to engage in your senses. Breathe consciously and deeply. Try slowing your breath. Focus on belly breathing. Recognize body stress. Feel the tension release and notice the difference. Number 5 is to tune into music. Choose calming tunes that activate your sense of calmness and relaxation. Number 6 is to picture serenity. View images associated with joy and warmth, whether it's your family, friends, beautiful places that you want to visit, anything that helps you find solace. So number 4 in getting over and helping to get out of your Dark Night of the Soul is to have a support circle. Maintaining connections with your support circle is really crucial when you're going through your Dark Night of the Soul. Someone close to you may have introduced you to the spiritual journey, making them a compass for tumultuous times. Stick close to them. They're a guiding light. It's tempting to retreat and to dodge social interactions, but don't cut off those who actually really care about you. While solitude does hold value, maintaining those healthy social connections is essential. Reach out, whether it's a text or a quick phone call, or even a social media shout out, and reassure your loved ones that you're okay. Keeping in touch eases their concerns, especially when you're not feeling like yourself. Let them know that you're still around. Number 5 is to energize and move your body. During the Dark Night of the Soul, you might feel extra tired, and even just taking a walk might seem like a huge task. The last thing on your mind is exercise, but moving your body is crucial. I recall being in that darkness and thinking about that idea of taking for a walk and just thinking about it for weeks and weeks without actually really doing it. Despite your reluctance, take that walk. Cycle, practice yoga, go for a jog, Pilates, Zumba, dance, go dance the night away. in your underwear, in your room. You'll thank yourself for it. Number 6 is to embrace your triumphs. Maintaining a positive outlook during the dark night of the soul is very crucial, even though it's very hard to do when you're going through it. This process involves delving into past hardships, reassessing your upbringing, accepting your parents' reality, and facing your failures. It's a path that might trigger feelings of self-doubt, which tend to linger. However, amidst the darkness, it's vital to recognize your strengths and your admirable qualities. I'm not referring to material possessions, but whether your inner virtues and moments when you were deeply proud of yourself. We often fixate on our mishaps, overlook our triumphs, and downplay our achievements. Amidst your journey, take a second to just reflect on the goodness within you, even if it seems small and minuscule. Every little achievement, every good quality is huge, way bigger than you might think. Recognize your victories. Recall situations where you were a good friend, a good partner, a good family member. Remember the times that you surpassed expectations. Amidst the process, recognize and acknowledge the goodness within you. You'll discover an abundance of positivity within yourself that you've just been overlooking. So, what lies beyond and after the dark night of the soul? It's tomorrow, a bright, clear, and fulfilling tomorrow. As shadows dissolve and the light of tomorrow emerges, the healing that you undergo defies logic. Once you journey through the darkness and arrive at the dawn, your path forward becomes clearer. The essence of your transformative phase awakens, and you just form this genuine purpose, making the question of what's next the very essence. Emerging from this whole situation, you find heightened awareness, inner peace, and living from the heart. An authentic way of being happy. Many find themselves stepping into their true purpose, reading lives filled with more joy, richness, embracing a rewarding new life. Anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post, especially if you are watching this when I first post this. That way you know when I post the next video. And if it's been a while, make sure to check out the other video of the Dark Night of the Soul tied to this one if you want to know more. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet, again, please subscribe. I will put my TikTok and all that stuff. I also have a second channel dedicated to books that I will put down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!